Let's be honest for a second. Some of your favorite cards in eFootball are incredible, and yes, some are absolutely terrifying when you play against them. But here's the thing, none of them are perfect, not a single one. And that's exactly why sometimes even the best cards feel like they're letting you down. Now, I'm not here to hate on anyone. I'm not here to say this card is garbage. That's not the point. The point is simple. If you don't understand a card's weakness, you're never going to get the most out of it. You'll force plays, you'll overthink situations, and you'll blame the game when it's actually your approach that's off. Every card, even the 105s, 106s, and Showtime Legends, has a weakness, and knowing it is what separates players who consistently win from those who constantly feel frustrated. Take 105 Epic Rummenigge, for example. Everyone knows this card. You know the one. The card that can explode behind your defense, that feels untouchable when he gets rolling, that finishes everything inside the box. He's quick, he's powerful, and he reads the play like he's already half a step ahead. But here's the reality nobody likes to admit. His heading is 80. That's not bad. It's usable, but it's not dominant. And that's a huge factor if you're trying to spam crosses and expect him to outjump center backs every single time. When Rummenigge misses a header, it's not scripting. It's literally how he's built. He's a ground striker. His game is about timing, first touch finishes, runs in behind, and punishing mistakes. So when people rage that he missed an easy header, they're just misunderstanding his role. And speaking of misunderstood roles, let's talk about free Showtime N'Golo Kanté. People love this card, and for good reason. He feels everywhere. Interceptions, pressing, stamina that never seems to drop. He dominates the midfield. But here's the thing. His physical contact is 76. That's low, which means Kanté is not a shoulder-to-shoulder monster. He doesn't bully midfielders out of the way. He wins the ball with anticipation, positioning, and timing. If you just charge into duels expecting him to overpower stronger players like Vieira or Rodri, you're going to lose. But if you read the game, cut passing lanes, and arrive early, he becomes suffocating. Same card, completely different experience depending on how you play him. Now, look at free Epic 105 Batistuta, a fan favorite and for good reason. Powerful shots, devastating long-range finishes, first-time strikes that feel impossible. But here's where some players get frustrated. His curl is 72. That's very low, which means if you're trying finesse shots, bending the ball around goalkeepers like Messi, you're going to be disappointed. Batistuta is not a finesse striker. He's about power and placement in straight lines, low screamers, first-time finishes, and clean strikes. Once you accept that, the card suddenly becomes consistent, reliable, and brutally effective. Stop trying to be pretty with him and start shooting like Batistuta. Now, before we continue, can you all help me like the video and subscribe because it helps YouTube to push it out to more eFootball lovers out there. All right, let's get back to the video. Epic Diego Forlan is another example of misunderstood power. He's two-footed, deadly from outside the box, and can turn half chances into goals. But physical contact is 76 here too. Forlan is not designed to hold up the ball against strong defenders. If you try to make him play like a Lewandowski or a Drogba, you're setting yourself up for frustration. Forlan works best in space, facing goal, with just enough room to take a shot. If you use him correctly, he's deadly. If you force him into battles he's not meant for, he suddenly feels weak. And that's not a flaw in the card. That's a misapplication by the player. Now let's take it to the back line with 106 Epic Cannavaro. Defensively, he's elite. Incredible positioning, precise tackles, amazing recovery speed. But here's the issue. His passing is 70, and that is very important for a center back. Modern eFootball isn't just about defending. Build-up starts from the back, and passing accuracy determines whether your counterattack works or dies instantly. If you try risky vertical passes or long switches through Cannavaro, you're asking for trouble. He's not a ball-playing center back. He's a stopper. Pair him with someone who can pass, keep his distribution simple, and you've got a rock-solid defense. Ignore it, and you'll feel like he's selling every ball. When you understand what your card cannot do, suddenly you stop forcing situations and start leveraging its strengths. Rummenigge isn't a header specialist, Kanté isn't a bulldozer, Batistuta isn't a finesse wizard, Forlan isn't a hold-up forward, Cannavaro isn't a deep-lying playmaker. Accepting that and structuring your playstyle around it is what separates good players from great ones.